The force with which you live your life very much imitates the depth of feeling held regarding liberation. Those who consider themselves to be tightly shackled will not move around much, either figuratively or physically. They will tend to conform, only going places in their minds and with their bodies that are allowed or suggested by the ones doing the shackling. A glance at the population gives you a clear picture of which ones of us are in fact unchained. If we take this vision to an extreme, it will show us something quite disturbing to accepted belief systems. Those among us labeled crazy are perhaps, in a very real sense, the freest of all. They follow none of the rules. Entire industries have grown up around conformity, subjugation, ownership, and obedience. These would be our schools, judicial systems, police forces, and governments. Each upholds the idea of a specific state of being, level of loyalty, body of answers, or behavior as mandatory for acceptance into polite society. We are conditioned to conform, keeping a watchful eye on each other to see that those who step out of line are obvious and noticed. These behaviors demonstrate weakness, jealousy, and dependence, not strength. They are indicative of some very human emotions, and not those of an omnipotent being. The Creator has no needs, and therefore makes no demands of creation, merely wishing it to thrive. If there was such a thing as sin, it would be something that prevented that from happening. All activities are allowed. The Creator does not need to experience itself through its offspring. The Creator has no needs, no rules, and no requirements. It merely is. The truth that could be used as a measure for discovering the source of any request would be the statement, I am. Thus stands the definition of one. Names, titles, needs, emotions, and descriptors that follow those two words are separators, indicators of a lesser God, opposer. Omnipotence has no needs and makes no such declarations or demands. The structure of a world under such a being would very clearly indicate the truth. Our ability to thrive within any system on such a world may indicate not sanity, but sovereignty. Nonconformists understand and express the force of freedom. Freedom cannot be bound by any system at all, and must, by definition, follow its own course, unimpeded. We do not know this expression here. Those that do have loosed the bonds of sanity and run unbound by an internal code of behavior. This code is theirs alone. Any control or infringement on the actions of another stems from fear, not power. There is no enforcement necessary in a sovereign society. All are held equally responsible and reliable to and for the whole. No one has to tell you that you are free, or fight to uphold your freedom. It is understood. When limitless is the only description of life's possibilities, we'll know freedom. Understand in your core that this is what you are. This cannot be given to you. It can only be realized. This realization can happen in an instant or over a lifetime. You are the one you've been waiting for.